And you made fabulous your hair, right? There's no word for your. There's no word for your there. Guess what I just did? I just inferred it, because who else's hair is in here? I was not talking about his hair. And you had made fabulous your hair. Watch out, Kentum doesn't decline, but it's still going with flexibus. With 100 different styles. Wow. Right? Because sometimes people have hair types where you just only have a couple options, right? And you only have a couple options if you want to express yourself with your coiffure, with your do. And so, not this hair. This hair, any style. Any style. Wow. I'm so jealous of this hair. And you had made fabulous the hair. Now, if you look up this word and say the Oxford Latin Dictionary, which is a pretty definitive source for looking up definitions. In English for Latin, you will not find to make fabulous anywhere in there. That's so. Indeed, you know how manageable it was, and you had made fabulous the hair with 100 styles. Nice. Truly, it never was a cause. Oh, wait a second. This is a genitive. There we go. Truly, it was never a cause of pain for you. Now, you might say, you did not do that in your typical order. That's fine. It was a cause of pain to you, never, truly. English doesn't, it can put all that adverbial stuff together at the end like that, but English kind of wants a little bit more variability. It can. Truly, it was never a cause of pain to you. So she just ran a comb through it. Yes, they had combs. They just ran a comb through it. Corinna did. And it just, boom, went into a style. Get out of bed, shake the head, run the comb through it. It's like she spent a lot of money, but all she did was run a comb through it. Cum coma fur tenuis. Cum. So this, there's no long mark over that one, right? So that's a nominative subject. And you remember from the cum clause video, if it is the prepositional phrase, typically there's going to be an ablative right there, some sort of ablative word. We don't have an ablative word, so guess what this isn't? It's not an ablative cum. This is my cum clause, which hopefully you're becoming pretty good at. Hopefully watch that video a couple times. You've gone through the Google Doc and the Google form. You're feeling okay with it. Remember, you have to translate 2 clauses, really, before you understand how to translate cum. So, here's this clause, and I also have to know what's going on over here with this clause. Oh, wait a second. Does that say tamen? Does that say tamen? Ooh, that's... I know exactly what cum is. Yes! Still, although the hair was... We've already had this word. If you get the same word throughout a passage, right, you should not have to really look it up anymore, right? If you come to a word that you don't know, you should repeat it in your head, out loud, and maybe write it down 10 times, everything about it, especially those verbs, their principal parts. That's what I would do if I were you and I had some free time. Yes, I would. See, I hear you. Some of you saying, no, you wouldn't. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Although, how did I know it was although? Because of the tamen in this clause. No, you can't know what it is right away. I know. You want to know what these things are right away. And if you don't get it right away, you get frustrated. No. Just take a breath. And you'll have to process things over here in order to get this. That's okay. Tamen. Although the hair was, or has been, that's fine, was thin, fine, still. Okay, clause by clause, right? Clause by clause. I just did this clause. Still, how big is this clause? Tom, Fortis. Hopefully I'm going through this and I'm recognizing these as adjectives. Maybe? As I'm finding, oh, there it is. Again, speaking in organizational units. That's my clause. Here's this organizational unit, my clause. We did it. Started with my conjunction cum, which is although. Although. Is although, nor, for, and, or, but, yet? No! Oh my gosh. So this whole thing was my dependent clause. My dependent cum clause with fuerit. My dependent cum clause with fuerit. My dependent cum clause with fuerit and tamen, giving me a concessive cum clause. Put all that together, right? Cum clause. Cum clause with my subjunctive. Cum clause with my tamen. This is my dependent concessive cum clause. Although the hair was thin, still. Here's my verb. And we're still talking about the hair. It's not going to say the homa. It's not going to say the hair again. The coma, the coma, the coma, the coma, the coma. You just have to know that, guess what? This passage is about hair, right? Hopefully you can infer that that's the subject. It's been pretty obvious. Still, it was, you can restate it too. The hair was so strong and yet manageable, right? Because if the hair is strong, right, if it's thick, strong hair, even though it said it's thin, seems like a contradiction, that it might be not manageable. But somehow, this head of hair has everything. It's fine, it's strong, it's manageable, it has natural highlights. Oh my gosh. And you're wondering, as we move into, what is this, over a half an hour now, talking about hair. Now, there's a movie coming out. I can't believe it. I might link that preview. It's an indie film based on these sets of poems. Yeah. So, I'm not quite sure how they're going to handle this, because the preview makes it appear a little like rom-com-y, maybe, a little like this. When we say that Ovid is problematic, why would you read him? Because he delves into very ugly personas, namely this eye here. It's very, very ugly. But it's a depiction of a power dynamic that plays itself out. And it's leveraging vulnerability and pain to achieve power over somebody, which is a hideous thing. We'll see what the movie does. Although the hair was fine, still it was so strong and still manageable that... Tom's sick. So many result clauses. I forgot how much I loved them. Did you forget? Of course you didn't. You remember them. You remember them well. That my subject performed a verb. My subject performed a verb on my direct object. That the hard pin would not break it. Now you might say, isn't that feminine? Shouldn't it be her? It's talking about the hair up there, so that's why it's feminine. That the hairpin, the hard pin, would not break it. So this is a hairpin, probably about this long, but thinner, right? Pointy, that was used to put up hair, right? And so perhaps he's imagining his girl or girls struggling to get their hair up with these pins. And if they have thick, difficult hair, it's a struggle. And if you struggle too hard, you might break the hairs. Oh my gosh, snap, snap. Ugh. Didn't happen to Corinna. Didn't happen to Corinna because of her perfect hair. Clause by clause. And the hair itself, see subject at the beginning, and the hair itself never struggled with the comb. And the hair itself never struggled with the comb. That's nice. The body of the hairstylist. You're like, what? The body of the hairstylist? I'm not quite sure. Yes, there were hairstylists in the ancient world. The body of the hairstylist was always safe. Was safe always. What does that mean? Why wouldn't they be safe? The body of the hairstylist was safe. Always. Clause by clause. I remember. You can feel the drama here. I remember. Before my eyes. Before my very eyes. Nope, there's no word for very there. I just inferred it. You don't have to. It's fine. It's fine. I remember before my eyes. Oh, cum. Look at that. Yes. Is this ablative? No. This is a nominative ending. So, this is a clause. A cum clause. I'm not quite sure what it is. Majority of the time, if you just go with when, that will very often work. If you just can't, if you need to put something there before you move on, try a when and go back later and change it if you need to. When the hairstylist, this is how big the clause is, right? Go to fuckeret. When the hairstylist was doing, I'm going to, instead of making, right? Because you do hair, right? That's how English speakers even say it, to do hair. When, do you do hair? Oh, I do hair. Oh, well, no one's doing hair right now. When the hairstylist was doing your hair, and not ever did you stab her arm with your hairpin. Oof. Evidently it was a thing in ancient Rome that if you were at the hairstylist and they messed up your do, like your bangs weren't level, you would stab them. Stab them. But evidently, Corinna's hair was so manageable. It was so good. So perfect all the time. So perfect for everyone. That even the hairstylist would never get stabbed because it was just so easy to cut her hair. And look what Corinna has done. She's messed up this perfection.